Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Mellonfights, episode 8. It is May 24th, 2022. I'm Drew.
And I'm Tara.
And again, this is Mellonfights, a sports and entertainment pod. They say pod, Tara. That's lingo. Like in your
I
cool.
know. That's what I
Pod.
always use. It's our
Pod?
pod. Mm-hmm.
It's our pod, yeah.
Yep.
I found out something this week, Tara. People don't know what podcasts are, I find.
What?
So you know how I put up little clips of our like
Uh-huh.
little I don't even know if they're the high moments, they're just little fun moments from our episode on our, if you don't know this, if you're only a listener, we do little clips on TikTok and Instagram. But I keep people asking me like, oh, they think that's it. That's the whole thing. Like that's what we sat down and recorded. Like we nailed it. Like we sat down and recorded, like, cool, that's what we're putting out. What? I'm like, no,
That's
it's like an hour
weird.
long. I'm like, and they're such like so out of context. They're just like videos that are barely anything. And they
Right.
think that's like the whole shebang. Not in
That
that's and it's not like it's like old people, young people, all people. It's
well,
weird.
I hope it's nobody that I know just because I always say something about the pod when I post it, but I feel like so do you. So
Yeah. Well, no, it was like
Jesus.
it's been multiple people of all age groups and all sexes.
I thought
I don't know
everyone
what
knew
to
what a
tell you.
podcast was because everyone does a
Well, I don't think that they know
podcast.
that. Clearly, people just don't read anything. They just
No.
watch it, they click reel and move on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that the reel is getting us any followers. No, some people definitely go to it from that. So
Good.
we're gonna keep doing it. Plus, I like it.
Yeah,
It's
they're
fun.
fun. They're fun.
They're fun. I do a little bit of. I tweak them a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to shorten them up a little bit because we're kind of long winded with stuff. We like to tell a story.
Oh yeah. We definitely love a good
Um,
story.
so just so everyone knows, my voice is off clearly. Um, so yeah, my voice a little off this week. Tara was in a COVID household last week. I am in a COVID cave this week. I myself got COVID. Um, yeah, pretty pumped about it. I went 2 years. I didn't get it, but I did.
Your
Miranda and I decided,
first
hey, this
your
first time
first
out in the
trip.
world. We're like, you know what? We can do this. It's been 2 years and we haven't got it, and we're gonna make. We went to New Orleans for a wedding, and the least surprising thing to me is when I tested positive for COVID. Yeah, I was so
Right?
unsurprised. I was so unsurprised. I was like, oh yeah, of course.
Like,
I
yeah,
was
I
in
was
a group
hanging
of
out
people
in
without a
groups.
mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For like
massive
5
groups at all
days.
times for 5 days
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
So, I used my. We wore our masks on the flight there and on the flight back, but in between, like, we're here. What are we gonna do? Mask
Mm-hmm.
at everything. Why
Right.
did we come then? So we risked it. Uh, thought maybe it might be okay. But as you can hear, I have a sexy voice today.
It's kind of wild. I don't know if I've
Uh,
ever heard your voice sounding like this.
I mean, I'm pretty stuffed up, so
How's your
um,
breathing?
breathing's fine. I'm
Good.
just congested all over though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I will say, because I was in New Orleans, I'm gonna just say it now. The TikTok dance did not get learned. I didn't have time to pull it off this week, so we'll have to do it in the future here. Maybe not this week because I don't know how much I want to be dancing with my COVID. So be on the lookout for TikTok dances. Okay.
The good news is I still watch Spider-Man, so I did my
Hell yeah, you
assignment.
did. You did your assignment, Spider
I
Man.
did.
Let's hear about Spider Man. Okay.
All right.
Let me first ask you.
All right.
Was it what you expected?
No.
No.
I thought it was going to be like way more of an action movie.
Okay.
And I felt like it was like kind of silly most of the time, even with some of the action. And then it
Yeah.
just kind of got serious in a couple moments.
Sure. Okay. That's an interesting take. I got you. Can I
Yeah,
tell you something? When Spider-Man first came out, a lot of my friends were super psyched about it.
really.
I just wasn't that into it. They're like, yeah, Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was like the thing we liked. But I wasn't that into it. I got to be honest, I didn't think the movie was that good when I was younger. When it first came out, I wasn't excited about it. But when I've watched it over the years, and I actually grew to like it quite a bit because it is stupid and silly. It's like really
Yeah.
dumb. And I enjoy that part of it. I think I went in wanting more of a action movie sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And it was more. It wasn't quite that. And but now I appreciate that.
Yeah. I thought, like, for me too, because, like, action movies are fun, but this was kind of, it just was a little goofy and I liked it. But I had to watch it on an actual DVD because it wasn't streaming anywhere.
Oh, I thought it
And
was on like
uh-uh,
Stars or something, or on H Showtime.
uh-uh.
Oh, we had it on DVD.
But Dad had it on DVD, so I set up the garage to watch it out there, because I was just trying to stay away from COVID land.
COVID.
And
Yeah.
um it was so frustrating because
What part
had
of it?
moments where it would like pause
Oh,
and then
because it's a
go,
beat up
because it's,
DVD.
yeah, it's like an old DVD and that technology was such a bad one. So
It
right
really
off the
was. It looked great when you got it
mhm.
brand new. It looked really good. That's the end
so
of it.
so right off the bat it was like, this is going to be interesting. um but one of the first things I thought of was the opening credits were so long and boring. It was just like
I
a
don't know.
bunch of names and webs, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
heck? Why is this
yeah,
taking
for
so long to
sure.
get to? Like,
Yep.
get to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I was surprised by some of the people that were in it. Like, hand up, I didn't know James Franco was in that movie. So
That was kind
that,
of like his like pop off. That's kind of where
yeah.
he came from. I mean, he's in
Surp-
stuff before that, but that was kind of the beginning of James Franco.
so that was surprising. And then Joe from like Magic Mike
Joe
XXL.
Manganiello. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Manganiello. Yeah.
Yeah, and Macho Man was in it.
Macho Man's the best part of the
It
movie.
is so good, and so I was surprised about that.
Yeah, that part was awesome. That part when I was in saw it in the theater, I was like, hell yeah.
It was really
Between that,
funny.
between that and the guy that was the announcer at the wrestling match,
Yeah, and how he like
uh,
got his name.
the guy that yeah, the guy at the announcer.
Yeah,
Why am I blanking on his name in real life? But he's from Evil Dead. And I was super into Evil Dead when that
yeah.
movie came out.
I
So
don't think I knew who he was.
you know what Evil Dead is, right?
I don't think so.
We've watched Evil Dead.
What is it?
It's like a campy horror movie. Evil Dead 2, actually, we probably watched, not Evil Dead.
Maybe.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. We might have a winner for next week's movie watch. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. That's it. I picked it. I'm picking it now. Spoiler alert Evil Dead 2.
All right.
Um, we'll have to find. I had it on DVD, so it might be there, but I might have it here as well. We'll see, because I kept ones I liked. Back to Spider-Man though.
Back to Spider-Man.
What are your
So
biggest takeaways from other than not knowing who was in this thing?
well, I wrote down, I've never been turned into a Spider-Man before, but I feel like I knew exactly what it felt like to turn into him,
Oh,
because he was like, it basically looked like he had the worst hangover of his life happening.
yeah.
And I'm like, and I was just like, I know that feeling, Spider-Man, Peter. Um so I thought that was pretty ridiculous. Just also another thing, I don't have a lot of great takeaways from it. I'm looking at my notes.
Well, did you like it?
I thought it was okay. I gave it 3 webs. It was
Three
fun.
webs. What's
Yeah,
the
it
wait a
was.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Three webs, what's the scale?
I would say 5. It was
3 out of
3
5 webs.
webs,
Okay.
and it was fun, but like nothing like
What would get
overly
5 webs?
exciting.
Wait, what would
I,
get 5 webs?
I don't
What's a
know.
5 webber? Because I feel like to have webs, it has to have a spider influence. So maybe the new
Uh
ones.
Maybe.
Maybe some of the new
Yeah,
ones.
maybe the new ones. But this one
Arachnophobia.
gets, yeah. I don't think that's a 5 web. I don't like that one so much. Charlotte's Web, nope. Um
You don't
so
like
yeah.
Charlotte's Web?
It's fine. It's
You don't
good,
like
but I would say I'd
Charlotte's
say 4
Charlotte's Web is
webs.
fire.
It's 4
What's
webs.
4 webs? What is?
Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web is 4 webs.
Man, you created a 5 web scale with nothing at a 5.
Well,
What is
there's
that?
there's room for growth is basically what it is.
So you're waiting for the perfect spider movie, basically.
Yeah,
You're waiting to
definitely.
see the perfect spider movie.
Yeah. Um
Okay.
so yeah, it was 3 webs. One other thing before moving on is the Green Goblin. He was played by William Defoe.
It's
And
Willem.
Willem Dafoe. Anytime he would speak, I could only think of Gil from Finding Nemo. So it was super distracted the entire time he was on.
Wait, why Gil from Finding Nemo?
Because he played Gil.
Who's Gil?
Gil's like the one who, when Nemo goes into the doctor's office, he's like the
Yeah.
fish that names him Shark Bait and is kind of like
Oh,
the
he's one of the fish in the
mysterious
tank.
fish.
I haven't seen that
Yes.
movie in a really long time.
Oh, it was
I haven't seen that movie in a really
distracting.
long time.
Like I basically anytime I saw his face, I was like imagined Gil.
Gil.
Yeah.
Of all the Willem Dafoe things, Gil is the one that you're thinking of.
Well, Drew, have
He's
you
been in
ever
so
met
much.
me? And
You've seen some
the movies
Willem Dafoe stuff.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna run through Willem Dafoe, but I know you've seen some of them. He's been in like some shit you've seen. I feel like.
Okay.
Anyway,
Do you want me to talk more about it, or are you
yeah, I
bored
want a
with it?
little. Well, no, I mean, like, is there anything you liked about it? You're like, yeah, this is cool. Did you like Toby as Spidey?
Oh yeah, I love Toby as Spidey. I thought he was fun and cute,
Toby's
and
good.
he like just made you love him. I was like, I knew Uncle Ben was gonna die. I'm like, oh, you're being an
Sure,
asshole to him, so he's gonna die. But the plot twist of who killed him, ooh, that was rough.
that's so funny. Like everyone knows that Uncle Ben dies and that's it, but that's so good that you didn't know beforehand.
No,
Before
I
you
knew
saw
it.
that you figured. I mean, you figured it out watching it, but you didn't know that was gonna happen. Like before I watched the movie, I knew that was gonna happen. Like I knew that was the Spider-Man thing.
Oh,
Kind of
I've
like how
never.
Batman's parents are murdered. Like
Yeah,
in every Batman origin story, you know.
I never knew Spider-Man's origin story.
Well, he gets bit by a spider.
Mm-hmm.
What about Kirsten?
She's good.
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
So you should have corrected me like I corrected you. Kirsten.
Kirsten. She was good. She got real hot on Spider-Man real quick. She was like,
Oh,
James Franco, who? Like,
right.
yeah.
Isn't Franco a sleaze though?
He
A little
is a
bit. Like
sleaze.
it was like, yo, I'm in love with this girl.
In love.
In love with her, and he just kind of was like,
You never
nah, this is mine.
went after her.
Never went after her, bro. I mean, he's not wrong, but also like, I don't know. It's weird.
It's
It was a
funny.
weird move. But they set him up to be the bad guy.
Yeah,
So in future ones, he becomes
the Green
the
Goblin.
bad guy. It's called the Hobgoblin. It's a
Mm,
different name, but he obviously, because he thinks Spider-Man killed his dad, which technically I guess he did.
yeah.
But
Self-defense.
oh yeah, definitely self-defense. Without a doubt, self-defense. In fact, it wasn't even self-defense. He was trying to kill him, and he just dodged the plane.
Exactly.
So actually, he
killed
didn't kill him.
himself.
He killed himself. Yeah. Yeah, he killed himself.
Toby should have
So
told James that, and maybe he would have understood. And then he wouldn't be.
that's that everyone says, like, why didn't you just like stick around? Like, yo, here's what's up. It's me, Toby. Your dad
Tried to
went
kill
crazy,
me.
man. Like, just
Yeah.
stop and say hey. And then if after that he doesn't like, then if he hates you still, then fuck it, deal with it. But
Mm-hmm.
talk to your friend, man. So that's Spider Man. That's Spider Man. Hold on. Well, cool. How many thoughts?
Oh,
Oh no, it's webs.
I
Webs.
love the
Never mind.
upside down kiss though. That was real fun to see it.
It holds up. The upside down kiss
Yeah.
holds up for you.
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
mean, she's like the boys were liking it because she had a wet sweater on.
Oh, I didn't
It's
even
good.
notice.
How not? She's wearing a little sweater and is getting wet. Like, how do you not notice that?
I was
Because you were horned up by Spidey.
Yes. Did you like he had
Well,
big
that's.
muscles in it?
I mean, yeah, it's a superhero. He's gotta. Interesting. Well, I wonder if you'll ever see another Spider-Man.
Well,
I'd like to get
maybe.
your take on other Spider-Mans and who do you like the best, but I don't want to make you watch the Amazing Spider-Man because I think those are bad.
Who's
But the
in
new
that?
ones are good. Those are the Andrew Garfield ones. He's
I
in two
like
of them.
him.
Andrew Garfield, I do too, but I didn't like his Spider-Man movies. Andrew Garfield's is cool and stuff. He's kind of a cool actor. I didn't know he would. First of all, I didn't know he wasn't American until I saw him
Really?
like on some interview. I'm like, what? He's like English. He's English. I don't know what he is.
That's always crazy when that happens.
It happens all the time, though.
I know.
I'm
I'm
always
like, wait
what?
a second.
Back then, it didn't happen as much. The first Spider-Man, but nowadays almost always. Like, obviously, Tom Holland's not American. You know.
No, he's English.
Yeah, he played Billy Elliot on Broadway. Cool. I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah.
You got another Marvel movie under the belt, which is weird because it's barely a Marvel movie. It was pre the Marvel Universe thing. This was Sony made it. Like Sony Pictures like they own Spider-Man. It's a really weird deal. So like they sold them a while back because no one liked superhero movies. So they said, cool, we'll sell it, and they made it. And Sony has to make a Spider-Man movie like every couple years, or they lose the rights to Spider-Man and it goes back to Marvel Studios.
That's crazy.
So they're gonna keep seeing Spider-Man movies because they want to, because it just made $1 billion. It was like the highest grossing movie of all time. Of course they're gonna keep making them. Like it's beneficial to both. I think they basically lend them out to Marvel Studios and they just get a big cut of it. So they still have the rights, so they get a big cut. It's
crazy.
really wild. It's a really wild story. That's like the weirdest thing in movies, I feel like. There's a sports version of that, and it's Bobby Bonilla. And they call it Bobby Bonilla Day. Do you know about this?
I kind of do. I just know that he's still on the payroll, right?
Yeah, Bob. Let me look it up real quick. Bobby Bonilla. This is our sports for the day.
We're actually talking
our sports
baseball.
for the day. Bobby Bonilla Day. Yeah, Bobby Bonilla signed like a super weird contract so he could get more money. And basically, let's see what it says here. It's every July 1st. And they pay him $1.19 million every July 1st until the year 2035.
Oh, wow.
And they started in the year 2011. So for 24 years. And he's been retired, basically. I don't know if it works out to like he made more money that way or what it was, but that's what they have to pay him. So it's kind of like, even if he has a weird thing where he runs out of money because he messed up, like here's another $1 million this year.
That's crazy. I wonder what his net worth is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's super weird. Oh, there's interest on it.
Oh, wow.
That's why there was interest, because they didn't want to pay him right up front. Instead of paying him $5.9 million at the time, the Mets agreed to make an annual payment of $1.2 million over 25 years. That's a deal, Bobby.
That is quite the deal.
What the fuck were the Mets
oh
doing?
my gosh. That was like...
Were they just hurting on money? Oh, Bernie, they were invested in Bernie Madoff account, and which was a Ponzi scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost a bunch of money, so they didn't have the money. So they worked out a deal where they pay him an interest over 25 years. I didn't know that's why it happened.
I didn't either.
That's insane.
I love it.
So dude's just collecting money, you know. I mean, he's making like, it's over 25 years. He's making 5 times the money he was going to make.
I wonder who came up with the idea. Do you think it was Bobby?
No, I don't think it was Bobby. There was other ones, it looks like, too. That's crazy. Like, not even close to as much. His is the biggest one. Anyway, yeah, I didn't exactly know what Bobby Bonilla Day was. So, well, you got,
I didn't either.
Since
I just knew that he, like, had an extended contract that
that's
he was
really
still getting
wild.
paid for.
And because of a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Looks like they had some other contracts that had some that they extended. There's other guys extended it out, but that's like the most interesting one for sure. So he'll be 72.
And how many years? How many years out of the league?
Last played in the majors in 2001.
Wow.
And the last time he played for the Mets was 1999. So for 36 years. Well, they didn't start paying him until whatever year. But 36 years after he played for the team, they're still paying him. That's crazy. Nuts. I need a gig like that.
I know, that's quite the gig.
I need a gig like that.
Just keep paying me.
Yeah, keep on paying me afterwards. I guess it's like a residual check, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
He's in syndication
like I said,
now.
it's the Sony thing. They're like,
yeah,
we own this now, and yeah, I'll take the money. We just lend this. We rent you the likeness of Spider-Man for a while. It's pretty crazy, man. People really know how to make money. We are not those people.
No, we don't know how to do it at all. Nope.
I know how to monetize a podcast. No idea.
No.
I'm never going to have money because of this podcast. I have no idea how to do that. More than 20 people got to listen to an episode.
I mean, sometimes I try to manifest, but that doesn't seem to work for me. It works for some people.
Hey, friends, if you're listening to this, I'm
email
not going to do this often. No, first of all, email us. I haven't checked the email in a while. Let me check it. First of all, email us, but also tell if you like it and you think it's cool. Tell someone about it that you think might like it. Someone that's
explain to them what a podcast
someone that
is.
we don't know, because everyone we know fucking has heard about it from our stupid asses already.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Let me pull up our email. I'm glad you said that because we did get one email.
We did.
We got our first email. Sadly, I'm not going to read all of it, but we did get our first email. It was actually from our dad.
Yeah.
He thinks he's pretty funny. He definitely heard us call him out, so he decided to send a full email.
Mm-hmm.
Couple highlights. He still thinks Barry Sanders is coming back. His 3 favorite beach movies are Jaws, Beach Blanket Bingo. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
And Weekend at Bernie's.
Ooh.
Which is fun. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
His 3 moms are Deborah Barone, Marie Barone, and Doug Heffernan's mom. Because let me tell you the story about our dad. He only watches 2 things. And it's King of Queens and Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he watches other stuff, but I mean, that's literally kind of what he does all day is just has those 2 things on. It's nuts.
Yeah. And I mean, I come downstairs and one of those things are on. And if something else is on, it freaks me out a little because that is his thing. And we had a bunch of people here and they were here for like a week. And the person left and he poured himself some Cheetos and goes, I got some Raymond to watch.
Oh
he went downstairs and watched Everybody Loves Raymond.
What a loser. What an old loser. He's such a loser sometimes. Like, yeah, get over Raymond. I was watching it the other day. It was fine. He's a fucking dipshit.
I know.
He likes what he likes.
That's
Um,
exactly it.
one other highlight from it. He claims, or he says he could have been the stunt double if he needed to be for that documentary, that opening scene of the Daddy documentary.
Oh, Jesus.
He said he could have been the old man J-Dogging.
What a freak.
What's his fucking deal, man?
He is such a weirdo.
What's his deal? I have no idea what his deal is.
I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, it doesn't. That's true. I've definitely said similar.
Yeah.
In my life. Has Mom listened to an episode yet?
I don't believe so.
What a piece of shit.
She likes to blame it on her phone and not being able to download stuff. And I'm like, well, we got an Alexa right here.
Right next to her bed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She was also sick in bed for a full week, and I did not hear our voices, so...
Well, we can talk shit about her all we want then. That's fine. We'll talk shit about this. Will be called, if it's either gonna be called Mellonfights, or maybe we'll have shit chalk and Jeannie section here and there. What's Jeannie been up to? Yeah, she ain't gonna listen.
What lectures has she given us?
She'll never know. She'll never know. She'll never know. Dad said you should watch The Departed in that email.
Oh. Haven't seen it.
I know, because it's a Matt Damon movie and you've seen fucking 3 of them.
Oh.
So maybe that might be on the list at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe at the end I'll change my mind. Awesome. Do you have any sports that you want to talk about? I mean, I watched a little bit this week. I was mostly in New Orleans. I caught a little bit of playoff action. Did anything grab you?
Okay. So this is like typical Tara fashion, and I'm gonna bring up hockey, which I've still watched 0 minutes of it. I know some teams have won and some teams have lost, but they have their like little hype videos that they have on ESPN. Oh, Drew, they're so good. They have Andrew WK's Party Hard playing, and just like, it gets me. That song is 20
Does it get you pumped? Does it get you pumped?
It gets me so pumped. It does, and it makes me excited for hockey fans, because I'm like, I bet they would see this and they're like, yes, I can't wait for the game tonight against whoever, the Lightning.
Name 2 teams.
The Lightning and the Panthers, but they just got beat by the Lightning.
Okay, but you named 2 teams, and I like it. I like that you get psyched about something that you don't plan on watching.
I know, but like that shows you how good it is.
That can happen with like movie trailers, I feel like, where they'll make a sick movie trailer. Like that's a cool movie trailer, but like, I don't want to see that movie. I'm not gonna see that movie.
Definitely.
Sort of thing. Like, that's action packed, but also like probably dumb.
Oh, and like that's the most perfect song. Like, I told you how I went to Andrew WK's concert, right?
I remember.
Yeah. And it was like for a brewery's like 5-year anniversary. And
that's what it was for?
It was. It's for Revolution.
I don't think I knew that.
Breweries.
It was at Revolution Brewery?
It wasn't there. It was at the Riviera.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like the headlining musician. And I went with Mel, and we were just sitting there like pretty much headbanging to Andrew WK, and he played Party Hard at least 3 times, 3 different times in like the hour set. Did he open with it? He opened with it, and then it was somewhere in the middle, and then he closed with it, and then like every time they played it, all of a sudden you'd hear like ding 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 ding, because like there's this little like piano jig that like happens before it, and everyone would be like, yes, it's coming back. Lose their fucking minds. And everyone was just losing their minds. Like, there's all sorts of like confetti falling from the sky. It
Every
was
time.
every time. Every time. So it was like a party every single time. So
So
that
Andrew
just brings
WK,
back
so
memories.
so he so he gets it. He knows that his bread and butter is party hard. And he's
Yes.
like, I'm gonna play it 3 times during my show.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have confetti fall every time. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
dope. Like he gets it. He knows that that's his moneymaker.
Yeah.
He probably plays a bunch of other music and he's fine with that not being as popular because it's for
Mm-hmm.
him. But Party Hard gets the motherfucker paid.
Yeah. It was
I gotta see that live.
It was probably one of my most favorite concerts I've ever been to, which is a wild thing to say, but it was just so funny and so fun.
It's awesome. Did you actually watch? Did you watch any sports this week? So I know what you
Yeah.
didn't watch hockey. Did you catch? I know you didn't watch the golf tournament this week, so we're not gonna talk about that.
No, but I could have
Did you?
opinions.
You probably do have opinions. I didn't watch it. I probably would have watched it if I hadn't been on, because I know Tiger played again. So I probably would have watched some if I'd been home.
Mm-hmm.
But did you watch any sports over the week, or did you catch anything on one of those sports shows that you wanted to talk about?
There's been a couple things. One, I did watch at least a little of every playoff game,
Okay.
but it's just
In the NBA?
in the
NBA.
NBA. Yeah, sorry. It's so boring because it's like they're all pretty much blowouts, and it's whoever's like hitting the
Threes.
So
it's bullshit.
Like your three truther is really, I'm starting to feel it because it just makes it like not as fun.
It's just whoever hits more threes, and it doesn't make any sense. I think it's going to change. I think it has to change.
It's just,
I think people are bored of it.
Yeah.
Why? I just it seems stupid to try to make Seth Curry more important than
Steph.
I said Steph.
You said Seth. Seth.
I think I said Steph this time. Well, just might have been my voice.
Okay.
My brain said Steph. I think that it's stupid to make him more valuable than a guy like Ayton.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Ayton's like less valuable because his baskets are worth less.
Right.
Which is stupid.
Right.
He works just as hard at his job. You know, maybe not. Maybe he's a bad example. I don't know how hard he works, Ayton. Mm-hmm. But a guy like Giannis, how about Giannis? Giannis works just as hard, if not harder, than Seth at the game. I know Seth practices. Steph Curry. Fuck Seth Curry. Seth Curry's the most overrated player ever. That's not true. Yeah, Seth, I'm saying is.
Yeah.
No, Steph, you know, obviously I know he's a guy that works hard on his craft. Mm-hmm. But like it doesn't make any sense that his shots are worth more. It's so stupid. And you're right. And all anyone does is shoot threes. And it's whoever hits the more threes for the night is the winner.
Yeah.
And it's boring. It is so boring, man. It's like, cool. This is it is so boring.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's starting to feel that way. I'm hearing more of it out there. Like people are like, what are they up to these blowouts? And it's just whoever's hitting more threes. And it's just like, and it's not even like the best. And that's the thing about it is not even like the best players doing it. You know, it's like role player dipshits hitting a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
And it's like, who wants to see the game decided by if Pat Connaughton hits more threes than Grant Williams?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's boring.
It's so
Who gives a shit? That's not fun.
No, it's
and I'm
not.
Angry. Look how angry I am.
I know you're angry.
I'm an angry boy.
But like, so
yeah, it needs to change. It needs to change.
And that's really all these like playoffs have been, especially this last round. It's like, it's just so apparent that that's what's going on.
Well, Tara, everyone keeps saying, how does the NBA fix it? Like, because right now nobody cares about the NBA, like regular season, the NBA and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, to fix it, you get rid of the three. They keep going like, oh, we should have less games. Sure, that could help. But they're all going to be a bunch of boring 3-point shoot. Like, in the regular season, when someone's hitting a bunch of threes, they're like, all right. I was watching the game last year. Was it last year or the year before? Where the Bucks broke the record for the most threes in a game. And you know, on TNT, you know what TNT did? They left the game before it even happened because it was so boring. They went to another game that was closer. Yeah. We didn't even see it happen. They had to go back in. They broke the record for most threes in a game, and they weren't even live on it because it was so boring.
Yeah. It's
Get rid
not
of it.
fun. Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't even make sense. Just because it's further away doesn't matter. Cool. Awesome. You got good enough to shoot from further away, so you don't have to work as hard to get close, I guess. I don't know. Shouldn't be worth more. Half court shots
Yeah.
not worth 4.
Oh yeah. That
Maybe
if
it
they
should
did.
be. God, how terrible would
Oh
that be?
God.
If they added a half court shot, how many times dudes would be jacking those up?
Yeah. It would be the
Be
dumbest
terrible.
thing ever. I'd
Be
be like, get me out of
unwatchable.
here.
Right, like All-Star Game's one thing, just to show like, hey, look how much range I have, like guys just stepping across half court and shooting. It's just kind of fun to see how long they can do it for. But if it was the way it was every night, I would kill myself.
I know. I would
I'm
not.
dramatic.
You are, but I
I'm
hear
a dramatic.
you.
I'm a dramatic person.
I would kill myself.
I wouldn't care.
No.
I just would stop watching for sure. I think it's a change that needs to happen because, like you said, these playoff games have not been fun. Like I know that so the Warriors to me have been fun to watch. Like them hitting threes is whatever. I'm not as mad about it because it's very much the way they play, and they really move the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good basketball a lot of time. Like and because they'll set that up to set up a back door. Like they use it.
Yeah.
Cool. It's not just like dude standing in the corner shooting threes. You know,
like they're always
it's a lot
moving.
of ball movement.
Yes.
They're always moving and playing hard. It's a little different. It doesn't bother me as much because it feels like basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they're doing a lot of cool stuff to get their guys open. You know, or I don't feel that way about a lot of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I sounded like an even more of an old man with my voice. Like, bro, 3 balls. You watch and see.
Yeah.
They're gonna think about changing it.
It just has been so boring.
Maybe I'll write an article or something.
Oh yeah, and submit it.
Or I'll start a 3-truther TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a 3-truther TikTok. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
3. I'm gonna start it right now. Here, I'll put it on ours. 3 points are the devil. 3-point baskets are inappropriate. They are ruining the game of basketball. They're ruining society. That's 3 balls to me. No more 3s. 2 points. Everything's 2 points.
I like it. I'm into it.
Cool. Who's gonna win? Warriors win it all?
I think so.
Or will the whatever physical team they end up playing from the East give them troubles? Or are they just too good at shooters?
I feel like if it's Miami versus Golden State, I would want Miami to win. And if it's
I don't want to know who you want to win. I want to know if you think one of those teams would beat the Warriors. The physical style. I think that they won't allow them to be as physical in the finals. I don't think the NBA wants that. The way the East playoffs have been going, they don't want that in the finals if it's the Warriors. They don't want that. They want to see scores. So I don't think we're going to see that in the finals, or it won't fly as much. That's my prediction. So I think the Warriors win.
I can dig that. I think that it's
probably. But you want the Heat to win, or you want this Warriors to win if they play the Celtics?
Yeah. Just because I like Jimmy
Dallas
Butler.
were to have a miraculous comeback. Yeah, I like Jimmy too. What if Dallas has a miraculous comeback and wins it somehow magically?
I'd probably want Dallas to win then because I like Luka and I like Mark Cuban. And
okay. All right. That's interesting. Okay. So Tara's pecking order. This is the way she'd want it. The order. It sounds like Dallas, Miami.
Yep.
Golden State, Celtics last. I'm with you on Celtics last.
Yeah. I could interchange the middle too, but I don't know. I like Jimmy Butler. I don't like really anybody else on that team though. So I don't know.
No, I agree with that. Well, I like Bam. I don't hate Bam. He's a good ball player. He's like Giannis Light, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Um, kind of. Oh, speak. So I'm wearing a. I realized I was wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt a little bit
Mm-hmm.
ago, a couple minutes ago. You ever seen those memes where they're like, hey, like, because of guys or when people like say like a teenage girl buys a band shirt from Hot Topic, and people are like, oh, you can't wear that shirt. You don't know any of their music. You know that
Mm-hmm.
shit, right? Like, and it's always like name 3 songs.
Yeah,
Do you think you could name how many Guns N' Roses songs do you think you could name? I think you could name a lot.
I think I could name quite a few. Want me to start?
Name 3. Yeah, go
Uh,
see. We got obviously. I didn't. I think you could name quite a few. All right, cool. Moving on.
cool.
Yeah, I want you to
And
start.
next topic. Okay.
The fuck.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh wow, good starter.
Welcome to the Jungle.
That's 2.
November Rain.
Oh shit.
Mr. Brownstone.
Oh wow.
Um,
I don't know the names of songs.
I know that's what I'm.
I mean, you would
Chinese
know every song.
Democracy.
Oh wow. You went with the real monster there.
Mhm.
That's good.
I probably
That's
could.
good enough.
I could probably name more, but we'll just stop there. I'm a big.
No, that's good.
I like Guns N'
The
Roses.
thing is, like, you've heard all of Appetite for Destruction probably a million times in your life,
Yeah,
and a little. You probably heard the rest of it a little bit less. Obviously,
it's so funny, Drew, because like one time I was FaceTiming with Tori, and she had
Yeah,
a Guns N' Roses shirt on, and I go, "Oh
yeah.
my gosh, I love your shirt! I love Guns N' Roses. I didn't know you liked them." She's like, "I don't even know who they are." I was like, "Okay." But I was like, it's basically like
Yeah.
me wearing a Wu-Tang Clan shirt, like that I used to wear. I knew like
Well,
one of their.
you wouldn't. But to be fair, would you wear a Wu Tang Clan shirt?
I used to.
You did.
Yeah,
You had a Wu Tang Clan shirt.
I had a Wu-Tang tank
Oh
because of Killer
man, that's
Bees.
right. I forgot about that.
But that's literally the only
Yeah.
song I ever knew because it was on TRL.
That's crazy. That's so funny. Yeah, I guess
I
it's the
know.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, who cares if someone's wearing a shirt of a band they don't know? It's a cool shirt. Like, get over it. No one's wearing it so people think they're cooler than they are. I used to wear a bunch of band shirts all the time. If I had a stretch there, and I don't know that I knew all the songs. I didn't know a bunch of songs by some of the bands, probably. You know, who cares?
Yeah.
Get over yourself, old man. I'm glad that was fun. Do you have any lists or anything this week, or grievances, or?
Well, I watched this movie. I wanted to bring this up because I watched actually quite a bit of TV and movies and stuff. And have you heard of that movie Senior Year?
I've seen the trailer for it on Netflix. I'm not really interested at all because I'm not a what's her name?
Rebel.
What's her name?
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson is not funny. Never has been funny.
Well,
is that where this is going?
No, because I watched it and I thought it was terrible, but like there was something about it that was nostalgic, so it made it pretty watchable. And it kind of like took you back to high school. Like, but it was just so random because she all of a sudden did like the Britney Spears like crazy music video and it made no sense. But it was giving me like a bunch of nostalgia. So it made me think of like sleepovers with friends and playing MASH. And then I was like, did boys play MASH? So I like wanted to ask.
Not my crew. No, but I think maybe. I feel like the guys a year younger than us might have. They were weirdos.
Played MASH.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I feel like Colin and those guys would have done it. Like that would have been him and Fahey would have thought it was fun.
Oh, I'm sure like it was because you could do anything with it because I was thinking about it because one of the questions with MASH was always what cars what are the cars that you'd want and you'd like pick 4 of them.
Right.
And we like I would always pick a limo. I would pick a limo.
Oh, you drive a limo to your job at the Starbucks.
Exactly. A Dodge Viper was
Yeah,
like
I
what
love. I
I
get that.
wanted.
I had like 4 or 5 Dodge Viper like model cars in my bedroom. I
Uh,
thought they're the flyest things
yeah.
ever.
And then I think one was a Sebring convertible that I like that was one, which
Why?
are like the worst convertibles ever. I don't know, just because
Did
like
someone
they
you know have one?
um I think it was just like one of the convertibles. Like when I started, like before I could drive, I was like looking at cars.
I feel like you wanted a Beetle
I wanted
convertible your whole life.
that's probably more so a Beetle convertible and like a Jeep, but that it just made me laugh because I'm like, why? Like I was so little saying these things. Like, why did I want these cars?
I don't know.
Do,
Never, not our thing.
do you want to
Wasn't
play?
we didn't play it.
Do you want to play it right now?
Did you set it up?
Well, it's easy to set up. I have paper here.
No. You don't have it written out?
Do you
You're
not?
gonna have to come up with like five of these things, 5 of those things, 5 of those. It takes a minute.
No, it's 4 or 5, whatever you choose.
Yeah, but you got to come up with a bunch of things
What
and
do you
people you want to
mean?
marry.
Yeah. Did
Huh?
you want to
You should
use
have this pre-set up, Tara, because otherwise we got to like write it all out. It's gonna take a bunch of time, and we're not. It's not a terrible idea, but it's also kind of like there ain't really that much time. It's not that interesting to hear us set up MASH because MASH is
what?
not that fun. Because it's not that fun.
All right.
MASH is not
Well,
fun. You know that it's not that fun.
no, it was fun because then you would tell your future, but that's fine.
I know, but like normally it's like here's some. We got to first of all I got to come up with 4 cars. I got to come up with who I'm going to marry or some shit like that. How many kids I'm going to have.
Yeah.
So I have to name like 4 people I'm going to marry. We all know I don't want to get married, so
Well,
nobody is the answer there.
okay. So nobody there,
I
and
get it.
then kids, you'll be 0. Cars.
So car. I guess we can do car. We can do car. What are the other categories that you would have?
Job, car, pet, city.
Now that how long would it take to name all those, Tara?
Well, you don't have to do all of them.
Like, come on. Let's play MASH. You honestly, if you want to play next week, fine. But have a list. Have it made up for me.
I have to pick
have it made up. That's fine. That's how it works, though. Someone has to pick them.
The most fun about it is you get to pick.
Oh, that's not fun. Now I know I never played MASH because I remember being in the room when you guys would play it, and I just was like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You are missing out.
I'm not missing out on MASH.
All right,
go ahead.
I will chalk that up as a bad idea.
But no, build a MASH board for next week for me. Try to like figure me out. See if you can name 4 cars I might want. Here's what we'll do. We'll change the categories up just a little bit. Since we'll just do four cars I might want. City I might want to live in. Job. Future job.
Mm-hmm.
What else are the things that they normally do?
Kids, pets.
Not a kid. You know I don't like kids and pets. And I already have a girlfriend. That's who I'm with. So how about so what do we got? City, vehicle, job. And how about one more category? What do people care about? Huh?
I don't know.
What's my nothing? What were you guys playing this for? This'll be my future.
It was like your future. It was funny. And then like afterwards then you would do MASH, and then like you'd cross that out and you'd either live in a mansion, an apartment, a shack, or a house.
Oh, do that. Then that.
No, that's the last part of it already. Okay, so just the 3 and then the MASH?
Those 3 and that. That's enough.
Okay. All right, I'll set up a board.
That's enough. Because we'll discuss how I feel about the picks you chose for me, too.
Okay.
See how well you know me. So that'll be next week. But yeah, we're not going to try to have me named. It would take so long.
Well,
for me to try to name those things.
not all things are winners, I guess.
Well, my grievance was that idea. Um, what do you got for? Do you have a grievance this week? Oh wait, well, let me tell you what I want. What I was you told. Oh wait, did you ever want to say anything else about that movie you watched?
Which
Did you
one?
like it? Senior year.
Oh, senior year. I give it.
Was that the full take just to get to MASH?
Yeah.
You just want to get to MASH? That was just so you
Yeah.
can talk about MASH. I don't hate it. I like the idea. You wanted to get a game involved.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the same as everything else. And I don't hate the idea, but I just don't think it's gonna be that interesting to hear me try to like, I don't know, truck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I give it.
So what else? Do
I'll
you have
give
any
it
more
two.
takes on senior year?
It gets 2 pom poms. It did
Was this her first two what?
pom poms.
Pom poms?
Pom poms.
Oh, because she's a cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
Let's not get too cute with your
Okay, I'll give it.
Like, okay, hold on now. 2 pom poms? Like what? So 2 out of how many?
5.
It's always. I liked it when you were just 2 thumbs. I liked 2 thumbs. 2 pom poms out of 5. What's a 5-star? What's a 5 pom pom movie?
Bring It On.
Is that it?
Oh yes.
That's the only 5-star.
Well, that I can think of
Cheerleader
right
movie.
now.
What about, I don't know, Buffy? She's a
Oh,
cheerleader.
That's good.
That's a great movie.
That's a
The
5-star.
Buffy movie is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie.
It's
I haven't
so
seen that in
good.
a long time.
She ended up
I'm gonna
being
watch that.
a bit of a quack in real life, but loved her
She was
in
hot.
that. Loved her.
She was hot though.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 pom poms.
Pom poms.
I thought it was pom poms.
That's what
Poms?
it is. Pom.
Pom pom? POMN?
No, POM.
Pom pom?
POM.
Pom pom. No, why are you
Yo-
saying pom pom?
I'm saying pom.
Is one of them pon and one of them pom?
No,
You sure?
it's pom pom.
Pom pom. Pom pom. Pom pom. Pom pom versus pom pom. It was originally called a pom pon, like I'm saying, with an N at the end. Pom pom. And then it became pom pom. So now you know.
Now
What
I
I
know.
said was correct, and what you said is also correct. I want to tell people to watch something,
Okay.
and this was a 5 out of. I'll rate it at the end. So in our downtime in New Orleans, especially our last day, I wasn't feeling great already. We watched Julia, the Julia Childs HBO Max series, and I can't lie, it was very pleasant. It's a pleasant show. Is it a great show? No. But the lady that plays Julia Childs is really charming, and her voice is weird, but you get used to it and you really like it. I don't know much about I didn't know much about Julia Childs. Prior to this, like, I didn't realize how old of a show it was. Like 1961 was the like beginning of it. So, and then she had shows on up through the 90s. I didn't really know the whole story behind it. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Like cooking shows like weren't really a thing back then. So it's worth watching, Tara. I think you'd like it. It's only 8 episodes. I think they're about 45 minutes a piece. We watched like 3 of them one day, and then the next day while when we were doing stuff, we had it on. While I just like slept through the second episode basically. But I didn't really miss much. It's kind of a fun show. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a good, like, I'm going to waste a couple hours of my life shows.
Is it
Julia.
like a mini series, or is it a mini series, or will it be?
No,
like
I think
more?
there's a second season picked up already. Second season got picked up already. I read it's been out for a little bit, a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. But yeah, so they already picked it up. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's interesting. Like, it's interesting. I think there's a lot of like going on there. I don't really know. I still don't know what's going on. It's interesting, like mentally.
Is it like a true story, or is it kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the true story. I mean, it's supposed to be the true story. I don't know how close to
Right.
true it is, but it's. I mean, a lot of the big stuff's probably some of the stuff going on, some of the more important moments, like how it started and who was involved and things like that. So I think it's worth watching. Julia.
Julia.
Whoa, hello, Julia
I'm
Childs.
Julia
Did you know I did?
Childs.
I'm
I'm
Julia.
Julia.
Don't eat.
Did I sound
Just
good?
get some bacon. What? This is French cooking lots of butter.
You need lots of butter.
Babe, can you hear me doing Julia Childs? She thinks it's good. Miranda thinks it's good. Miranda's home for the first time while I record. I wonder what she's thinking. She's like, "Oh, it's not as magical this way." You hear you don't want to see how it's made.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about this episode, but I want you to watch Bad Vegan because I watched that on Netflix.
Bad Vegan? What's it on?
Yeah,
Netflix. Okay.
And
you want me to watch it?
I want you to watch it because I'd like to talk about it just because I'm curious on your takes.
Is it pro-vegan or anti-vegan?
It's not really about being.
Oh,
vegan.
It's not about being vegan.
No,
I know. I kind of know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Was there like a murder?
No, there was just like money.
That's what it was. That's right. I remember seeing the trailer for it for a second.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Bad Vegan.
Quickly.
I got nothing to do. I'm stuck in my den for the next.
That's right.
5 days. Miranda might have it though too. We will find out.
Is she feeling okay?
It might be easier if she does. Because then we can just live together. But I also don't want her to have it.
No,
because it's not enjoyable. It's not that fun. I'm a little it's like a really bad. I don't know how it is for everybody else. To me right now, it just feels like really weird hay fever.
Oh, really?
I feel like heavy hay fever. Like I'm
Do
really.
You have a fever?
No. No fever. But just real stuffed up everywhere and congested and I guess I don't know what a hay fever is.
I don't really either.
What's a hay fever? I thought a hay fever was just like some sort of allergy thing, but I guess there probably is a fever involved in that, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any grievances for the week?
Yeah, but it's like pretty lame.
That's fine.
My grievance is another like word that I don't like that people use. It's when people call sunglasses sunnies because I feel like it's such a bad. It's lame, and like shades is like a cool nickname.
Was already cooler.
So
shades
cool.
was already there,
and now it's sunnies. And
sunnies
like
is lame.
Anytime someone says sunnies,
Miranda, do you call sunglasses shades or sunnies? She calls them sunnies.
Yeah,
we're getting a divorce. Lame.
Yeah. But I feel like it's her generation that does it, so it's like the younger.
I don't like it. Shades is cooler.
It's so much cooler.
I gotta throw on my shades.
Ooh, I need to
like
get
cool
a
guys
new
wear
pair
shades.
Of shades.
Sunnies are weird by kids. Let me put on your sunnies.
No,
like your
I don't even want
maybe.
that. Shades, because I want to have a cool kid, not a lame kid.
That's true. That's where it comes from, though. It's like I feel like moms calling their
no, it comes from like hot girls. Oh, I need my sunnies and my lip gloss. They call lip gloss lippies too. I'm like, oh god.
No, is that true?
Yeah, let me put on my lippy.
Dang,
ask Miranda if she calls it lip gloss or lippy.
Miranda, what do you call your lip gloss? Lip gloss? You don't call it lippy? Never.
Good.
She doesn't call it lippy.
She's good on one, bad on one.
Yeah.
50-50.
What? She says fruit snackies, but that's fine.
That's great.
I don't care about that.
Fruit snackies is perfect.
Fruit snackies is great. We're cool with that. Cool. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. So that's my little grievance.
Well, I mean, I'm with you. When she says it, I don't like it. I've thought that before when she says it.
Yeah.
Now I think about it. Shades, man. I gotta grab my shades. I'll say sometimes I'll say sunglasses.
I'll say my sunglasses.
Rarely even.
What about like sunglaze?
I'll say sun daddies
Sun daddies sounds like something you'd
sometimes.
say.
Sun daddies does sound like something I'd say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What'd you say? What did you say? Sun
Nothing.
what?
I was just trying to say
Sun
something cool and
glazies?
it wasn't.
I say sunglaciers. Sunglaciers. I say
call
my
them.
soul.
I was just gonna do that. Soul.
I call my soul soulies.
My soul glasses.
My soul daddies. Oh, my soul daddies.
I call them my Ray-Bans.
Call my Ray-Bans.
My Ray-Bans, even when they're not.
That's not bad though. I mean, that works. Sunnies is bad. You're right.
No, it's just
excellent grievance.
Thank you.
Gavel pounded. Accepted.
Good.
Grievance allowed. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like it was with my cold. I'm calling it a cold, but my respiratory disease virus, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I was top. My energy was a little low, but I think we did all right, Tara.
I do too, but
you got 2 sodas. What are you doing? Why are you pounding 2 diet sodas? What are you doing?
I didn't know which one I wanted, so I opened.
So you opened 2,
mm-hmm.
and you got Diet Dew and Faygo Diet Red Pop.
Mm-hmm.
You're a monster.
It's delicious.
You're a monster.
I'm not even gonna try that. I'm not even gonna try to double chug.
She's double chugging. Tara's a double chugger. Can you do a pour, like a far pour?
I'll do it with this one.
I think you should try. Why is it less full?
Nailed it.
I had 1 soda. I had 1 diet soda. And we again are the official, unofficial Pepsi Zero Sugar podcast. You know what, Tara? Have a Tuesday.
You have a Tuesday.
All right. Have a damn Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
And ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mellonfights.
Oh, shit. Stupid.